Hey Aquarius, happy birthday. This is Maggie from Moon Directed. I decided to do you first today because why? Oh yes, the sun has moved into Aquarius today. And so it is your month, it is your time. And I thought, what the heck? Let's start with you, huh? So at this channel, I use the energy of the moon to kind of see how we can move your life forward in the most positive and effective way. So that's what we'll be doing today. I use the astrology of the moon and I use tarot cards. And so let's go ahead and jump right on in and get started. If this is the first time you have been to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Please stick around and let me know what you think. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate your likes, your shares, your comments. You are helping me grow my channel, and Aquarius, I super appreciate that. So we're starting out this month, the general energy, what conversation that the universe wants to talk to you about is the High Priestess. And so the High Priestess for you, Aquarius, is about delving into your intuition, really trusting it and looking to see what it is that you feel, that you just know, and trusting it and believing it. And you can see how the moon is reflected in the pond there, or the puddle, or whatever it is. And I really want you to think about the fact that we have this full moon tonight, and what is it going to illuminate for you in your life? What is it going to show you? What are you going to be awakened to or aware of? Because the brighter the moon is, of course, the more we see. It's kind of a super moon. It's really close, but it's also the wolf moon, so we have that going on. But there's also the eclipse, and at 12:16 a.m. on Monday, you will get to view that if you are here in the Eastern Standard Time zone of the US, but you can get out there and take a look at it. It's kind of pinky ready. It's about stepping into your power. It is your birthday month. I mean, come on, Aquarius. This is good stuff. Okay, so I wanted to get a card from the Moonology about this full moon and how it's going to affect you. So let's just take a look and see what the message is in particular for you this month. So that would be today on Sunday, which is not the 21st, right? It's the 20th, but I always like to let us know what we're doing here. So with this full moon, the question is, what do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? What's this really important thing that you need to release and let go of so that you can start moving your life forward? And then also you have bring love into the situation. So this could be self-love. This could be maybe you're having a disagreement with a loved one and you need to try to take another look at it and see how you can love through the situation. Maybe what you need to let go of is anger and resentment. Maybe you can help resolve a misunderstanding that way. Or maybe you actually need to step away from something important in your life. But follow your intuition. Doesn't really give me a lot of guidance as to exactly what area of your life this is in, but you should know because you'll be following your intuition, right? Okay. If you want a little more guidance on that full moon, I did do a video on Thursday night, and I'll put the link on it over here. I was pointing in the wrong direction last week. I noticed that, and it made me laugh. So hopefully it made you laugh too. Like, oh my gosh. Anyways. Okay, so the moon's going to move into, okay, so this is in your 7th house, though. So maybe it is about partnerships. Could really be about partnerships. And then the moon moves into Virgo at 10:22 p.m. on Tuesday night. So this is going to be your Sunday, your Monday. Okay, so Monday. This is self-realization. Self-realization about your relationships, about how you feel about them. And if you look at it, this is you, Aquarius. This is, to me, this looks like Aquarius. Aquarius is aware of the energy around them that's emotional. They see it, but they don't drown in it. They keep their head clear. They think their way through it. So maybe this time, get in touch with the heart space a little more and feel your way through it. Might be the recommendation, okay? And then Tuesday is still about pleasure. There's still pleasure to be found in this 7th house of romantic relationships. And so take a look there and see where it is that you feel good about things, where you don't feel good things. And then the moon is going to move, and when you go to bed, most people around 10:22 p.m., it's going to move into the sign of Virgo, which is more about order and guidance and keeping things, in line. And for you, well, for everybody, It's also going to be about finding that balance. Finding that balance. The moon at that point and stage is looking for finding that balance. And so you have been given the guidance to spread your seeds. So what does that really mean when you're trying to play by the rules? And this is, to me, this is Aquarius, right? You make your own rules. So where do you want to go? What do you want to transform in your life? What do you want to do? Kind of spread your wings and fly, or in this case, cast your net wide. Go out there and see what it is that you really want to do and go after it, you know, and find the beauty in it. Find the beauty and the joy in this transformation and what you really want to create for yourself. On Thursday night, the moon moves into Libra at like 11:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and there should be a realization. The realization is probably that, okay, I thought this was not any good. I've been carrying all this baggage and I thought it was garbage, but look, there's growth. And I don't know why I said realization. I always say that with this, but it's resilience. So it's resilience. You are going to find the good stuff. So throw away what you don't need, but remember that there's good stuff. And when it's kind of like when you trim away the bad plants, then they have new birth, new growth. And so for a little guidance on that, we're going to use Colette Barron Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle. I did put a list below so that you can track down all these cards if you're interested in them. And I always suggest that you look at your sun, your moon, and your rising. And the reason for that is because your sun sign is, it's how you feel inside, but your rising sign is how the world sees you, how you're interacting with the world. And then if you would take a look at, you know, your moon sign, that's how you feel about things. And so right now, while you're doing this resilience, everything feels a little chaotic, right? There's chaos and there's conflict. And so you're going to have to seek the wisdom in that. You need to seek the wisdom. But Libra is about finding the balance. And this is in your ninth house of research and higher learning and travel. And so those are the kinds of things where you really have to get out there and take a look and move things forward. I'm sorry, I'm reading your thing. It says, hi, I was wondering if it is possible if you knew where to understand more of the zodiac and such. So actually, you know what? I think I'm going to post a video on that, a video series on that, because there's a lot of information out there. But basically your sun is how you're viewing the world, and the moon is how you're feeling about things that are happening to you. And so when you use the energy of the moon and you realize that this is what's going on, but this is why I'm feeling this way, it's a lot easier to navigate it. And then the rising sign is it's where you're interacting with the world. So it's what they view you as. So if, for instance, you're Aquarius and your rising sign, though, is Taurus, then they see you as very grounded and down to earth. But meanwhile, you're just thinking your way through everything because you're an Aquarius. But maybe your moon is in Pisces and people say and do things and it hurts you deeply. But Taurus, you aren't letting it show, and you're thinking about it instead of reacting to it. And so that's kind of a combination that could be one way to look at it. So then the moon moves into Scorpio at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. So you'll be walking out of this week with gratitude. And it's in Scorpio. And because it's in Scorpio, I kind of feel like I wanted to do something a little differently. So I'm using the Oracle of Vision by Ciro Marchetti. They are amazing. He is but he is all about figuring out where the real transformation happens. Because we have this full moon and it's eclipse energy and it's going to go out for 6 months and you're really going to be able to release some things and move your life forward. I really want to give you a little more guidance on what it is you're releasing and how you're going to move forward. So, if you could do me a favor and give me a thumbs up on the video if you've been watching so far and you like what you're seeing, because it really helps me grow my channel. I appreciate that. So here we go. This card right here from Ciro Marchetti. Thank you. This one right here is about you're waiting. You're sitting and you're waiting. You've got your line in the water. You know what you want. You're just waiting for that opportunity to come in. And this one is, I'm trying to fit in with everybody. I'm trying to look like everybody else, but let's be honest, Aquarius, you aren't like everybody else. That's the beauty of being Aquarius. You are so much of an individual. And I honestly think that you should stand in your power. And if you are trying to travel through life, trying to fit in with everyone else, you are going to feel very frustrated inside. And so I think you should seek your own light. I think that that might be part of this, following your intuition. Be who you really are, you know, and eventually, if you sit in your power long enough and you've got that line in the water, the right situation's gonna bite. And then you'll be moving things forward. And so I really think over the next 6 months with this eclipse energy there, one of the things you're really going to want to try to do is to step up and stand in your power and go ahead and spread your seeds. Go ahead and spread the seeds of intention that you want out there into the world. And yes, chaos and conflict will go on. It will. That's part of, that's how you create new things. You have to tear things down to build new things. And so there might be a coming apart of some situations in order to create something new, but that's why we're resilient, right? That's why we go, okay, well, that part didn't work, but this is still good. And look at this. This is lovely. Aquarius, awaken your passion, burgundy. So this is your power color for the week. So go ahead and wear this color, drink some burgundy wine, do whatever it takes for you to remind yourself to be actively aware of the fact that you are standing in your power, being really your own true person, that you don't have to try to fit in. The beauty of being Aquarius is that you aren't like everyone else. You are special. You are unique. And you guys write your own music, march to the beat of your own drum, and that's what makes you wonderful. So I hope you have a good week, Aquarius. Thank you for the thumbs up and the comments. I appreciate them. And I will look forward to seeing you next week. And so happy birthday, Aquarius, and have a great week. Take care.